Without a doubt, there's legislation, and I understand that the government can't do everything overnight. Even in the 4 years that they have, there's a lot of really massive and big issues that they need to tackle. In my mind, some issues are easier to fix. This animal welfare and control, in my humble opinion, is one of those that's actually really, really easy to fix. I mean, this isn't complicated. This isn't public transport. You know what I'm saying? This can be fixed. We need legislation. We need proper enforcement. Right now, they only have one animal welfare officer. They had two. They can't keep anybody. You know why? Because when these guys are out there trying to do their job, they're being threatened by not so good citizens. I mean, it's just unbelievable. We told you guys about one dog down Palmdale that attacked the groomer. He attacked somebody in the home. He's attacked multiple people, not even other dogs, but people. And the owners there still did not want to report it. They did not want to give the dog up. You want to know why? Because the son is running drugs. Pay attention, police. Y'all need to pay attention now. Go down Palmdale and do some raiding. The son is running drugs, and the dog serves as a barrier between him and the authorities raiding him. The police know it. They know that a lot of these guys are walking around purposely raising aggressive dogs so that when they come to raid them for guns and drugs and all this stuff, the dogs at least will buy them some time. The police can start shooting your dogs is exactly what's going to happen. And the poor dogs are the ones who are suffering as a result of it. We have a ban, that caller mentioned that we have a ban on certain breeds here in this country. They're identified as dangerous dogs. One of the breeds that we have a ban on is pit bulls, but yet look at how many pit bulls exist. You know why? Because despite there being a ban, at some point they came into this country, I guess the ban came afterwards, and people are breeding them, inbreeding them, which is a very dangerous habit because that makes a dog really intellectually horrible, right? And you don't want a stupid dog plus aggression built into one. They're not training the dogs. I'm not saying, because I know y'all pit bull lovers be like, oh, but Sandy, I love my pit bull. If they are a prohibited breed, why are we allowing people here to continually breed and sell them? You know what the tough thing that nobody wants to do in relation to that? All pit bull and pit bull mixes, because none of them are probably even full pit bulls at this point, they all need to be fixed. I'm not saying we're going to put down all pit bulls. Some of them are the most loving dogs in the world. But you fix all of your dogs. That's what needs to happen. Instead, people have been breeding and using dogs as a quick way to make money. There's some dogs in this country that are going for $5,000-$6,000 for a puppy. Y'all can't even pay your CUC bills, but going out there trying to get $5,000-$6,000 for a dog. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
They got a ban on Malinois too. That's another dangerous dog. Not only pit bull. I agree. Pit bull is.
Yeah, they have a whole list of them.
Malinois, and I don't know about Doberman, because the Doberman bite up my sister-in-law's daughter lip too. They had to put him down, so I don't know. She got a scar on her lip.
My God.
I'll never forget that. He run in. My grandmother had the table set for supper, and we were pling, pling, pling. Cutlery going on, and then we see all the steaks and all the beans and all the rice and everything. Good thing she had a little extra cook.
Oh my God.
I'll never forget. He was slopping up everything. I'll never forget that day. No, so I said, Graham, the Doberman get in and he rid the table, all the plates and everything will break up on the floor. I see mess. Yes, ma'am. Some of them dogs are dangerous. Afraid of pit bull too. Yeah, because when they grab you, they do let it go. They lock you.
Well, I mean, this is it, right?
Yeah, and care whatever they bring out. I terrorize with dogs because dog bite me and give me, and he had rabies and I almost died. They had to take out my blood. They had to give me blood transfusion. So I afraid of dogs. I don't like them. No kind.
I mean, listen, any dog has the potential to bite. They got teeth. That's why when people walk up to my little sweet dogs, they'll be like, oh, your dog bite. And I said, well, do they have teeth?
And a dog can tell when you're afraid of them. Cause let me give you the story. My mother had sent me. We used to buy. People used to come indoors with bread kind, and you had to beat it just as the man dog get anything. And this dog was on the bridge eating this bone, and I went. I was afraid to cross him, but I went side knock, like slipping, watching him, and he jumped and grabbed me, and he bit the piece out of by my back of my leg, and that was hanging, the fat was hanging out. They stitched it up. Next day they had to take me to the coast because they said the dog had rabies and they had to give me blood transfusion. And from then I was been about like 14 or so, and I afraid of a dog. I'm almost 70 now, and I afraid of dogs. I don't like dogs. And I'll say what my grandbaby used to say. She tell me, "Mommy, I got 8-year-old grandbaby." And she said, Grandma, I like the meows, which is the cats, but I don't like the woofs. That's the dogs. Cause a dog had barked at her too and fighting her, and she said
my goodness.
she don't like the wolves, and she only 8 now. She was 8 the first of this month, 1st of May.
Oh my gosh, so sad.
And she said she like the meows, but she don't. That before she could have talked, but she like a parakeet now.
Thank you, my dear. So I've gotten confirmation that Malinois are actually not a banned breed. They were moved off the list. So, but I think the list might be available on the Department of Agriculture's website. You can certainly have a look. There is a prohibited dog registration guidelines. But listen, I love dogs. I love animals, generally speaking. I don't really want to be a cat owner, but it looks like 2 of them have adopted us as outdoor cats. At least at night they come around. There is a list here of all of the prohibited dogs breeds. I can show you guys this. But, at the end of the day, folks, I want to be very, very clear about something. I think this might be an outdated list, though, because this still has Malinois listed on it. So hold on. Let me see where this is coming from. This is still the prohibited dogs regulations that's on the website for government, unless they have outdated information, which is not, it's not unheard of. Trust me. Let me see if DOA has more updated information. They still have Malinois listed. So if they've been removed, somebody needs to update the list, because I'm looking at the list here and they're still listed. But the point is, I don't want this to become a conversation about us hating on dogs. What I want to say is we need to hate on irresponsible dog owners. There are certain breeds that are more dangerous than others. Yes, a little Chihuahua can bite you. Is a little Chihuahua going to be capable of killing you? I don't think so, right? They don't have the physical capacity to do so. But you take other breeds, all these Mastiffs dogs, Cane Corso, they have the physical strength. They have the locked jaw. When that jaw locks on you, you're not getting it open.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I have seen it even with, and this one isn't even a prohibited dog, even with that little dog there, I think they're the English Bull Terriers. They're the ones from the Target commercial with the little dot around their eyes, right? They have a reputation for being extremely antisocial towards other animals. And that dog, we had an episode where he tried to attack Coco as well. And my poor husband, he wasn't my husband at the time, but that day he was my hero child. I'm like, oh God, I got to marry him. He did everything he could to give Coco a fighting chance. And poor her, when she finally got loose, she ran outside and hid underneath the bed. That was another visit to the vet, right? Punctures in her. And I mean, he took off his belt and he was hitting this dog in the head, and the dog was not letting go. That's what these dogs do. And the owners in their house sitting down sleeping with not a care in the world. And once again, we have no legislation that says if your dog attacks another dog or a person, another animal or a person, they must be put down. That should be a requirement. Simple. Caller, good morning.
I don't normally call twice, but I know Malinois, like I say, if they take it off, they changes things wrong, like how they change their pants, but I know definitely, because I don't talk things that I don't know, and if you hear me say something, it is concrete. And they put down the Doberman that bit my sister-in-law daughter, and yes, I can tell you, the Chihuahuas will not kill you, but they are face-still dogs, and you can't frighten them off, because 2 kept me up in a Nisbear tree for a whole day.
Mhm.
And I felt them with the young measerberries, and they would not move. So they are feisty. They're the little Taco Bell. I even had the little ones that talk that say, I'm hungry, getting hungry. Hero Taco Bell and stuff like that. So they are feisty too, but they will bite and they you can't, like you say, you can't back them down too easy either.
Mhm.
So I know that because I experienced it. So when you hear me talk, I know what I'm saying. And Malinois was banned. I can tell you, but if they change it, like I say, they changes things wrong, like how they change the fonts, and not for the better, for the worse. Or the
Mhm.
worser, as one old lady used to say. So anyway,
Mhm.
it's
Yes.
what it is. All right.
Thanks.